hope everybody's having a blessed one. Thank you very much for tuning into my channel. I hope everybody's blessed and I hope everybody's doing well at work. And so the message today is the truth about death or mourning. And this was a message that I was thinking about doing a YouTube video a while back ago, but I totally forgot about it. So I feel like the truth is, especially when it comes to death, like we really don't think about how short our life is. We really don't think about like how just insignificant things are in our daily life. Like all of these jobs, all of these stress, we really don't think about how insignificant it is. And one of the things, like in Escalations, it says it's better to be. In one of the chapters, it says it's better to be like at a funeral than at a party. Because I feel like when you're mourning, like it's really a time for reflection. You really think about the other person's life, and then you think about your life also. Like, for instance, I personally had lost somebody I personally knew. And it was like, honestly, a new feeling because like, I never really experienced that feeling before. Grieving, I mean, like, when you're grieving, you go through like many stages. You have denial, you have anger, you have sadness, you have regret, you have you just go through different stages. Like I remember when I heard that the person had died, I was just in total shock. And then I was in denial. Like I kept calling their phone number, I kept texting them because I honestly didn't want to believe that it was true. But like I knew it was true, and it was just such a crazy thing because me and the person honestly kind of like fell out, and we weren't really like talking consistently. And then I heard the news and I was like, damn, I really should have went to go see them. I really should have called them instead of trying to text them. So it was just something new to me, and it was just a really new feeling. Like during that time, I didn't want to do much. I did not want to do much because I started to question certain beliefs that I had. I started to question certain doctrines that I've been taught. Because like I started to just question certain things. I'm like, wow. Because this person, like, they always wanted to get married. They always wanted to have children. And I think I read somewhere in the gospel about thoughts of peace and expected end. And I just kept thinking logically, like, how is an end an expected end? So, like, I kept, like, reflecting. And I was like, oh, man. And, like, when I was a little bit honest, that quote about you never know what you have till it's gone is, like, very true. Because I thought to myself, I'm like, if the person was still here, would I have really made effort to go see them? And the truth is, I would have probably been distracted, like, with what is going on with my own personal life. It doesn't mean you don't care much about the person, but it just means that while people are here, like, we don't really appreciate them as much. And then, like, so it was just when I came to that realization, it was just really something that it was just honestly sucked to admit. But like when you mourning, it's like a time where you're like really honest with yourself and you really like analyze and really think about stuff. And then like, what else was I gonna say? Of course, I believe in Christianity. I believe in most doctrines. There's certain doctrines that I'm no longer believing. But I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, Damn, I mean, I know they're in a peaceful place now, but the thing about mourning is you begin to miss the person's like presence. Like you start to think like of memories of time, conversations, and I'm like, wow, those stuff are just memories now. It sucks. It sucks knowing that all of that is a thing of the past. Like, I'll be driving some areas, and I'm like, man, wow, that was some place that I hung out with that person, or like that was where they used to like to go. So it was just like when you're young, you think you have your whole life ahead of you, but the truth is, like, death has no appointed time or age. Like, it takes both the young and the old. And another scripture says, blessed are those who mourn. So I feel like if you've suffered the death of a loved one or of a friend, give yourself time to mourn. Give yourself time to mourn. I started questioning certain doctrines such as, oh, how is it love to appointment death? Or to have a place such as hell exists, or to just have people separated. And I started to question certain doctrines, and I came into this path where I don't really believe certain Christian doctrines anymore. Because when I step outside the theological framework and look at things logically, it's really hard to believe. So, like, I mean, personally, like I said earlier, if someone is mourning, give yourself time to mourn, because it takes time. You don't just forget about the person overnight. It takes time. And so so it's quite really something to just really take into mind and into consideration. So thank you very much, and have a blessed one.